Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome. I'm Ryan, and thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading, so of course everything may not resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel and Val 53 Tarot Pictures review as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, Sagittarius. Interesting energy. Interesting energy. I kind of want to dissect here a little bit, but at the same time, I don't want to dig too much. You're showing me that right away, there's definitely some sort of collaborative energy here between you and someone. And it definitely seems and feels like as things are progressing and moving forward, there's quite the process you are going through when it comes to contemplating how things are actually moving forward. Now, I'm not too sure exactly if this is the job or the endeavor in and of itself that's exhausting to you, or whether it's who you work with that's exhausting to you, or possibly is it all the above. You're showing me that you want to remain pretty adamant about pursuing whatever this is. But kind of like the overall everything and possibly everyone involved in this is taking its toll on you. You're like, today's about you, but you're like, it's someone specific. Yeah, that's interesting. You're kind of like, I just don't know where this is going with us. You're stressing about it. It's someone. You don't know. It's someone. You're saying, there is definitely some sort of financial opportunity there, but I'm not too sure, how good of one it is. But you're kind of showing me like, you're kind of already, you're sensing something. I feel like you either peeped something or you're sensing something, and that's what you have. I was going to say, that's why you're treading real cautious with it. It's like, we'll see where this goes, but I'm going to be very careful and aware of how this moves forward and what I do. Yeah, it's like, right, it's like, how do I say this? Things are moving faster than what you're comfortable with. And that's where it's like, okay, this isn't very happy. This isn't very pleasant. It's very unfortunate and upsetting, as well as disturbing. But you're just like, well, we'll see. We'll see where this goes. But I kind of feel like at the same time, you're just over it a little bit. Yeah. I think you're just so there's an energy here of you're just kind of like, as things are progressing, literally I'm moving forward still, you're like, I need some time to myself. There's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of internalizing everything here. It's not a matter of kind of keeping everything bottled up. It's just you're dealing with a lot of stuff mentally and emotionally, as well as your circumstances. You're trying to figure out like, where are you at when it comes to them? Where are you at when it comes to the endeavor? Yeah, you're a little bit torn here in two different directions. That's a nice energy though. I feel like if you give yourself a moment, you will find out where you're truly at emotionally. How much emotional energy you have to give, invest. But I like this. I feel like by choosing to take the time to yourself, that's definitely getting you further in touch with your emotions. But it's also getting you further in touch with your intuition at the same time. And that's what you're kind of utilizing to make this very, very serious decision regarding this, whether it's a collaborative energy, whether it's a partnership, or, investor of some sort, I don't know. Mm. Yeah, you are saying... Yeah, that's what I kind of thought. You're saying you're having to cut it and run. You're having to cut it and run. There's definitely been some sort of financial loss or difficulty attached to this. You're like, well, I've got what I've got left, but none of it makes any sense fully. But yeah, it's regarding, goodness gracious. I don't know what that's about. It almost seems and feels like some sort of business contract was involved in this somehow, somewhere. Some sort of contract right there. Yeah. It's regarding work. Your work or your career. Yeah, there's some sort of... Oh, geez. Is it or is it not? Is there some sort of contract that is slowly breaking or about to be up or finished or done with? I don't know how exactly, close. I don't know exactly the correct terminology. Is the contract, in a sense, is the contract up? Because you're showing me that you're having to make some sort of decision here regarding work, career, investments, of ultimately determining whether or not to truly 100% cut something off, be done with something. Maybe, like I said, the contract's over with, closed, I don't know. But whatever this communication, talk, or discussion is, it's clearly not an easy one or a happy one. But I also kind of feel like it was your choice. And there you are. There you are. Interesting. Repetitive. What is that? That means the writing was on the wall all along. And you just chose to ignore it. I don't know what that's about. What you're saying is the writing was on the wall all along, but you chose to ignore it because the two of you somehow have some sort of history or record with one another, whether it be collaborating with one another repeatedly over time. I don't exactly know. But you're trying to make peace with everything and kind of literally piece everything together and figure out, like, okay, the ins and the outs and the details and the specifics of what you're going to kind of do to kind of get yourself to bounce back from this, and kind of get yourself through this as well, whether it's with them or without them. Kind of feel like it's without them, but of course, if you are dealing with anyone, you could be dealing with an air sign, a fire sign, an earth sign, or a water sign. They're all here. Goodbye.